my name is Lauren. I am the Lolo behind Lolodidit, a hand-dyed yarn business. We're located in Las Vegas, Nevada, and it is January. I have no idea the date, but it's Tuesday. I hope you guys had an awesome Christmas, an awesome New Year's, Hanukkah, if you celebrate, or whatever else you celebrate. I hope you guys had an awesome time. We took not quite 2 weeks off, and it was amazing. Oh my gosh. Now, the amazingness was more like we stayed in bed because we both had colds and fevers for almost the entire time, but I did get a lot of knitting done, so I was really happy about that. So anyways, you can find me on @lolodidit, @_lolodidit on Instagram, lolodidit on Ravelry, and lolodidit pretty much everywhere else. I'm sorry, I skipped that part. And it is lolodidit.com for our website. I'm just so excited. I'm back. I think my last podcast was in November, and the last one I did was right before I went to Oregon, so it was probably the first or second week in November. I didn't look before doing this podcast, so I apologize for that. But I went to Oregon back in November to meet a whole bunch of makers and to meet some people who just started putting their designs up on the Making Things app. I have to tell you that that was probably one of the most incredible experiences I've had. Not only did I have a lot of fun, I met so many amazing women, amazing makers. I got to meet the people who are like the behind the scenes, people who make the videos for the Making Things app. And I have to tell you, I'm really excited about the app. I've been using it now since the first day it came out. I've been using it, and I really like that I can kind of bounce around and look at different patterns. I can kind of read through the first section and see if it's going to be for me or not. I love it. I'm really enjoying it. There's some things that the features in it, like you can mark your place and put some notes and annotate and mark yourself in a chart if you're doing anything that requires a chart or lace or anything like that. So there's a lot of things that I really like about it. So anyways, I just wanted to share that with you because that was the last podcast I made, was right before I went. And I went so last minute. I didn't even tell you guys on the podcast because I literally booked my ticket 3 days before I went. It was crazy. But I had a great time, and I wanted to acknowledge that because I didn't publicly say thank you for meeting all those makers. And if you watch this podcast and you were there, I had a blast, and I loved meeting you guys. So it was pretty cool, and I got to meet some people that I'm doing collaborations with as well. So that would be Marie Green of Olive Knits, who you've heard from. We've done quite a few collaborations over the past year, but it's been really fun. It was really fun to meet her in person. I got to meet Stephanie Lutvin, who is Telly Bee Knits, who we have a collaboration coming up this month that will release in a week or two. I'm not positive on the exact date, but we're already ready. We got kits ready to go and everything. You will love it. And she has the most bubbly personality. Everything you see on Instagram from her, and her bright, colorful, happy, that's who she is in person. It's fantastic. The other person I met was Lisa, and she is at Paper Daisy Creations, and she does a lot of different kinds of patterns. Her thing, I guess, this is from an outsider's perspective. I obviously did not get her opinion on what her thing is, but she does a lot of stuff with really bold, bright, colorful minis, and I just love her to death. I got to meet her. We've actually bonded over books, and so we've been texting each other back and forth since we got back from Oregon about different books that we're reading and recommendations. Oh my gosh, should you read this? Have you read this? I need an easy book for like the next 10 hours, stuff like that. So it's been really fun. So all three of those ladies, we've got collaborations for this year. The one with Lisa is coming out later this spring, but no joke, I already have her kits dyed up as well. So we're ready to go. I'm so excited about everything. I can't help it. Then in late November, we had Thanksgiving. And so I'm telling you all this because I'm trying to catch you all up. because I have been running around like a chicken with my head cut off for the past 3 months. So we had Thanksgiving and Black Friday was awesome. We had a whole bunch of sales going on, and then Christmas season hit, and we've just been busy, which is fantastic. And I've been sick twice in the past 2 times, so if I cough, I apologize. I will try to edit it out because I'm still a little sniffly and a little stuffed up, but I took a Sudafed before this, so hopefully I can get through it. But, yeah, so that's everything that's been going on. Like I said, I've been running around with a chicken with my head cut off, so I'm just going to tell you like a little personal story of mine. Throughout November, I had so many things on my agenda. Literally every single day, something else was happening, and I had to be like super on top of everything. And I found like I was on top of things. I feel like I did okay, but everything like was crumbling underneath. I'm like, on the surface, I'm okay, but oh my gosh, what is going on? And so in November, I read the method of the bullet journal. I'll put the exact title. I cannot remember the exact title, but anyways, it's the bullet journal method. And I have to admit, I've kind of stayed away from this. I have completely ignored the bullet journal crowd because everything's so pretty, and I'm like, all I need to do is have a to-do list. I have like a day timer that had dates in it, and I would keep track of stuff, but it wasn't working for me anymore. And I'm like, okay, well, let's take a look at all these people who have their together and see what they're doing that I'm not. And so I read the book and I was like, oh my gosh, I don't have to make it pretty. I can literally just make to-do lists. And I know that sounds really silly and really tiny and like a duh moment, but it was a really aha moment for me. So I kind of started doing that in November and really got into it like at the end of November, like Thanksgiving time, and got into it for December. And now I feel like, honestly, I feel like I can catch up with myself. Like my to-do list is done. I know what I have to do. It's out of my brain and on a piece of paper. And so I'm not worrying about it so much. Because literally November, I was like waking up in the middle of the night going, oh my gosh, I didn't do this. And like writing it down on a piece of paper next to my bed. It was crazy. So it's been so much better. And honestly, if you are one of those people, I really should put out a blog about this because it really was intimidating to see all of these beautiful bullet journals and just to go, oh, I need a list. I need it out of my brain and in this. And every time I think about that, I think about the Harry Potter wand of taking out the memories and putting it in something. That's how it works for me. It's like magic. So I wanted to share that with you because now I feel like I've got it together a little bit and I can take some time, spend time with videos with you guys and spend some more time that I wasn't spending actually interacting with you guys and talking to you and all that, which is my favorite part about this job is talking to you and knowing who you are and getting to know. I just had somebody who emailed me. I don't think I've emailed her in like 3 or 4 months, had an email back and forth, but I remember her kid is like a super huge fan. So I was asking about her and I was like, gosh, this is my favorite thing to do is to talk to people and get to know your stories and see what you're making and what loved ones you're making them for. And so now I'm finally getting back to, I'm doing what I love to do again after all of that craziness. And I hope that if I can stay on top of writing things down and getting my to-do list, that I actually will have a really smooth November and December next year. So that's kind of the goal. But I wanted to thank you guys for the purpose of this entire long story. I'm super organized, can you tell? The purpose of the super long story is that I wanted to thank you guys for all of your patience and kindness and beautiful words and emails that you guys sent me all throughout that crazy period. For me, the thing that kept me going was you. Every single thing that you said to me, all of those things, if I wrote back to you and said, this means so much to me, or I love that, or oh my gosh, that's a gorgeous whatever you made, it is so true that every single time I get that, every single day, it means everything to me. So I just wanted to take a moment and thank you guys for being with me through all the crazy that I was feeling. So thank you guys so, so much. I love it. I love you guys. And I can't thank you enough. It doesn't even, like, words don't even matter. I cannot thank you enough. So anyways, I'm going to get through what's going on the shop. So since the last time I podcasted, I believe I showed you guys all the new colorways that came out for winter, except for just a couple that came out. So let me show you this. So we had a new colorway called Winter is Coming, and this is inspired by Game of Thrones. I'm actually reading the new prequel. I think it's called Fire and Blood. I'm pretty sure. And by George R.R. Martin, and it's like the prequel to the series, the TV series and the book series. So this is Winter is Coming, which is fantastic. I love this color. I love blues and icy blues. So this will be available through February, and then it'll be retired for the season. So it's only a winter colorway, but this is Winter is Coming. It's beautiful. And then I've got this one. This is called Unicorn Magic. It is a Harry Potter colorway. And this is inspired by the unicorns, but my sister, I was naming it and I was telling her what's going on, and she's like my Harry Potter person. While I love the books and I watch the movies, she is the expert. And so I was telling her, she's like, Unicorn Magic doesn't make sense. You should call it Unicorn Blood. And I was like, but it doesn't look like unicorn blood. It looks like magic. So anyways, I stuck with my name. So I hope you guys love this one. That's right here too, if you guys were curious. It actually looks really beautiful on Baby Got Yak. I should show it to you. Look at that. It's so pretty. I love this colorway. So that's one of the new colorways. Oh, I could show it to you on Molo too, since it's so pretty. I love it so much. I really feel like I was looking through a whole bunch of Andrea Mowry's patterns over the past 2 weeks, and I kind of want like the birds of a feather. Is that what it's called? Birds of a feather? The one with the mohair silk. I'm pretty positive that's what it's called. With the Baby Got Yak and then the Molo together. I just think that would be so stunning because it's the same colorway, but it looks so different on the different bases. So anyways, it was just like one of those thought processes that I had. Another colorway that came out that I actually just noticed that we have right here is My Favorite Things. This was available for the Advent calendar, and I made it available to everyone starting on January 1st. So if you had the Advent calendar, you already have this, but if you wanted to knit both patterns in it, if you needed another skein, I do have that. It is a really, really dark plum purple. It's really pretty. The iPad does not do this justice. It's really, really pretty. So that is available now. And then, of course, I had another hippo come out. This is, where did I put it? Here it is. Hippo for New Year. This is totally different from last year. And what I wanted to tell you guys is I believe I said it on a previous podcast, but I wanted to make sure if you guys are joining in the Hippos for Holidays 2019 knit along or the Yeti Goes to 2019 knit along, all the details are on my website. If you scroll all the way down the bottom, there's a link that says knit alongs. I am changing up yarn bases. So the ones that came out December and January, all the colorways that came out December and January have simple worsted available as a base, because just in case you guys were finishing up the year, I wanted you to have worsted if you had a cohesive project. But all of these are now switching to, instead of having simple worsted, you have simple DK available. That was probably like the #1 email I had of 2018 was, why can't I buy a Hippo or Yeti colorway on DK? So I'm switching it. And I hope you guys like the change. Since it was like my #1 requested thing that I changed, I hope that you guys like it. But I wanted to make sure that I was letting you guys know that that's the deal. all of the hippos in 2019 are going to be different from any other year that we've had hippos. So if you haven't joined in the year-long knit-along, this is the year to do it because it's all brand new colorways, which is really, really fun. Last year, I repeated some because you guys from 2017 to 2018 asked me, like a lot of people asked me for like hippo for St. Patty's. It was a really, really popular one, and you guys wanted the same one. So I redid some of them because in 2017, the hippo knit-along wasn't as popular. But this year, since I think everybody knows now that I do hippos, we are doing all brand new colorways. Nothing will be repeated from a previous year. So that should be really, really fun. I still have a few skeins left up of hippo for New Year. And then the next one, hippo for Valentine's Day, will come out next week. So as soon as we get it tagged and photographed, it'll be up. So it'll either be up like Tuesday, probably Tuesday or Wednesday, I'm thinking. Like I said, I don't hold anything. I've said that before. If you guys are new to my yarn, I don't have shop updates. I don't really hold anything for a specific like event. I just put stuff up as it's available. So I feel like it's really easy and very non-stress to get stuff that you like. So, because I rarely have people tell me anymore. This was like 2 years ago, the last time I got an email saying, "Oh my gosh, you just announced this. I went to check out and it doesn't have it anymore, even though it was in my cart." So that just doesn't happen anymore, which is really nice. And we really try to keep everything stocked as well as we possibly can, depending on the holidays. Like holiday time, we do all of the Christmas colorways and kind of let everything else kind of sell out. But now we're ramping back up, so you'll see a lot of those fan favorites restocked again. So we really, really try to keep it all stocked. You can tell, if you can see this, there is a lot of yarn, and we have a lot of things available. So anyways, hippos are available. I have another colorway. This is called Sunday Morning. This just came out this week, and it is a really light, almost mauve-y pink with black and gray speckles and orange speckles. It was really, really lightly speckled, so really pretty. This is inspired by a song by Johnny Cash, and personally, I feel like this pairs really well with the colorway Folsom, which is also Johnny Cash inspired. It's our like darkest, almost black. It's the darkest charcoal that we can dye. So really pretty. That's Sunday Morning. And I think I've caught everything, but if I forget, if I remember, I will put it, like I will insert a video here. So the other things that we have coming out that have already come out are these shawl patterns. So the advent calendar had 2 different shawl patterns. One by Webster Street Knittery, who is Jen Peck, and another by Marie Green, who is Olive Knits. And these patterns are gorgeous. They really did a good job. So I gave them absolutely no guidance. I was like, I'm going to send you yarn. Can you come up with a pattern? And I sent them the My Favorite Things color, and then all of the minis for the Advent that was inspired by The Sound of Music. So they both came up with stripy shawls, but both of them are pretty different. So I wanted to show these to you. I had a couple samples knit up. Thank you to my sample knitters. You guys are amazing. I'm starting to lose my voice now. But, so I'll show you the original colors. This was from the Advent. These are the mini skeins. The mini skeins will not be dyed again. They were only exclusively available to the Advent calendar people. I will be releasing some of the colorways from the Advent calendar, but they will not be available on minis. So I'm just kind of putting that out there. So this one, if you wanted to recreate the colors, you're going to have to wait until the colors come out, and I will have them come out all throughout this spring. So you'll see different colorways come out, and make sure to snag those when you see them. But this is Oh my gosh, I love this. It's showing the colors pretty good. So this is the Lo Re Mi shawl by Webster Street Knittery. And she did a asymmetrical triangle that is pretty long and skinny, which is really nice. I actually took this with me on Christmas. Me and Trey basically stayed in a hotel and coughed and sneezed, but it was awesome. So this is, look how cute this is. I wore this most of the time during Christmas. It was so cute. So this is colorways. Now let's see if I can remember which ones these are. Oh, I don't know if I could remember them. This is, I know this one is Climb Every Mountain, and that one will come out probably in the next month or two. This one is Crisp Apple Strudel, which will be coming out this month. It's like a peachy pink with orange and pink speckles. And this one is Wild Geese. Let me see, make sure. Nope, this one is Wild Geese that fly with the moon on their wings. And that one will come out probably in the next 2 months, because I know which ones are coming out next. So anyways, these are really pretty, but I did put up kits of this Lo Re Mi shawl in these two colorways, the Crisp Apple Strudel and My Favorite Things. So that is this kit. So cute. I love it. That is on the shop. This is also a really simple knit. So if you are a beginner knitter or need something like Netflix, potato chippy, you know, that kind of stuff, this is perfect. It is amazing and it goes really, really fast. Both of my sample knitters got these done in like, I don't know, like 2 weeks or something. It was like crazy. It was really, really fast to me because I got them back super fast. So cute. So anyways, this is Lo Re Mi in the original Advent colors. And the kit that I have on the shop are these two colors, which is Crisp Apple Strudel and My Favorite Things. I got another sample knit up with, look at that. This is Rumpelstiltskin and Dothraki. So this is a 2-color version. It is lovely. And my sample knitter for this one, she actually has a little bit looser gauge than the other one. And it is super long and really cute to wear. I wore this one a lot too. I kind of was alternating my Webster Street Knittery shawls. But this is so cute. I love it. I love the dark green. It's really festive. And it's perfect for winter time. So I just really like this one. This kit is available. And then the other pattern, which I will show you what the other kit looks like. The other pattern was by Marie Green. And she made the pattern, she named it Something Good. She said that was her favorite scene from The Sound of Music. And that scene just makes me cry. I love, like, every single color. I watched The Sound of Music at least 12 times while dyeing these because I really wanted to get the colors from the right scenes, or the inspiration colors. I took them directly from the movie. So if you've seen all of the Advent colors together, I feel like you can see the movie in those colors. But it's just one of my favorite movies. Like literally anytime we were sick or we're snowed in, I grew up in Indiana, so we got snowed in a lot. We're snowed in and we had movie day or whatever at home. We watched Sound of Music all the time. So it's a great memory for me. So this is Marie Green's. Oh, it's big. This is Something Good. And this is not an asymmetrical triangle. This is a pretty true triangle shape. It's nice and fat in this section, which is really nice for wearing. I especially like it when I'm cold and I put it around my shoulders. Like that shape, I just really, it's so comfy. So this also has a really cute lace detail edge. Let me get a good look at that. Really pretty. So they are very different shawl patterns. They are both striped, but I think that's probably where they end. The similarities end. So this is really beautiful. This is knit out of my colorways Florian Fortescue, which is the teal blue, And then the white with lots of colored speckles is called Every Flavor Beans. So this is both of these colorways are from my Harry Potter collection. And my sample knitter was amazing. She got this to me right when we got home from Christmas, and it was awesome. I was so thrilled with it. So this is Marie Green's. That pattern is available on Ravelry. Jen Peck's pattern is available on Ravelry as well. This kit with these two colors are actually available for both of the patterns. So if you wanted this, you can get that kit on either one of the patterns. I just thought it was so cute and springy because we're coming into spring, and these are lightweight fingering weight shawls, so I thought that would be really pretty. And then the color that I chose, this one, I know, how do you pick a favorite out of 16 colorways out of an advent calendar? But this one truly was my favorite one from the entire advent calendar. Was Edelweiss. That's this. This one is Edelweiss. And this is my favorite things. This is part of a kit for the Something Good shawl from Olive Knits. So that kit is available on my shop. And this is so beautiful. I don't know why this is my favorite. It's probably my favorite colorway, not necessarily because of the colors, even though it's beautiful. It's because of the scene, the Edelweiss. It's just, it makes me cry every time that they're on stage and they sing it together as a family. It just is so meaningful. So anyways, this is that kit. So it's really pretty. I love both of these shawl patterns, and I hope that everybody who got both of the shawl patterns, you make both of them, because not only are they really simple and easy to knit, like you can do this as a beginner, but they are really pretty and a great way to show off some colors. So anyways, thank you guys. Thank you to my sample knitters. I did not knit these myself, but I'm so thankful for you guys. Speaking of sample knitters, if you have emailed me that you can sample knit and you've told me specifically, there's a little application at the bottom of my website. If I haven't emailed you back, it's because I have nothing for you. But as I'm going through this spring, I have a lot more samples that I'm going to get knit, so I'm going to go through those emails and find the people who specifically want to knit specific types of designs. So don't worry if your email hasn't been answered. It will be answered eventually, and I'll probably start using you. So thank you guys so much for all your applications. It really means a lot to me. I like 2018 was the year that I have allowed other people to help me. And I don't know why it took me so long. It's taken me years to just say, yes, I would love some help. Thank you so much for doing that. And I feel like life and fun time and getting to hang out with my husband and doing fun stuff, and even like being there when my nephew was born, those are things that I think in 2017 I wouldn't have even done because I never felt like I had a lot of time. So all of you guys who do all of these little things for me, it really does mean a lot because it allows me to actually have a life. So I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you. So let me go over the last three things. Okay, I've got three more things and then I'm done. So I have all of the Valentine's Day colorways are coming out next week and the week after. That is Hippo for Valentine's, Hunka Hunka Burn in Love, and then I've got some that were Valentine's Days from last year that I didn't actually retire because I loved them so much. So they've been on the shop this entire time. So what I'm doing is I'm restocking those next week, and then they will retire after Valentine's Day. So two of these are Time After Time. So this will retire after Valentine's Day. The last restock will be sometime next week. So this is Time After Time. It's so pretty. I love this colorway. And then this one is My Man, which we will restock next week. And it'll retire after Valentine's Day. So we're only going to restock it one time. So there will not be any more of this colorway dyed for the rest of the year. So I already dyed it. It's already on the drying rack. So as soon as it's dried and tagged, it'll be back on the shop. But I do have quite a lot of this already on the shop on most yarn bases. The ones that we're missing are like Everyday Sock and L'Original. So they're coming, I promise. If you see them on the shop and it shows out of stock, just sign up for an out of stock notification or restock notification and you'll get an email. So these are super cute. Here's Hunka Hunka Burnin' Love. I almost forgot. Hunka Hunka Burnin' Love. This will be out next week. I'm 99.9% positive I have none of this on the shop. I think it sold out all last year. But this will be available sometime next week. As soon as we get it all tagged and everything, then it'll be on the shop. And this is exclusively available for Valentine's Day. We come out. This one has been around like 3 years in a row. And so it's back because you guys love it. And then I have one more. Let me pause and go get it because I know I have one more. All right, I'm back. This is Sweet Nothings. This is a brand new Valentine's Day colorway that came out this morning. I think I actually put it on the shop last night, but I sent out my newsletter this morning. And this is called Sweet Nothings. Super cute. There is only one batch. I will not dye another batch this year. So whatever's on the shop, that is it for this year. So super cute. So if you wanted to get this, this is on Solo and this is on Low Biggity, but all the bases are dyed. So if you want to get this, don't wait. Get it now because I will not dye another round of it. So it's just here and gone for Valentine's Day. Just like Hunka Hunka Burnin' Love. The batch that I dyed, that's it. So when you see it on the shop next week, just grab it. But I did dye a lot. I mean, I dyed a lot of it, so I don't think anything's selling out very quickly. I shouldn't even say 99%. I am 100% positive nothing has sold out on Sweet Nothings yet today. So we're good. Hi guys, I was going through my podcast and I realized that I missed something really important. These are the sports colorways. I've been talking about these basically all fall. I have all of the NFL team colorways available on my shop. The easiest way to find your team is to go on the search bar in the top left-hand menu and type in the name of your team. Otherwise, it's in main collections under sports and you can see everything. But I have so many, it's over 30, I can't remember how many exactly, over 30 colorways for NFL teams, and obviously a lot of the colors cross over to lots of different sports. The ones that I know or recognize, like hockey, some of the baseball teams and things like that, I've tried to put it in so it is searchable by those colors and by those team names. But if you ever have a suggestion on a specific color that works for one of your teams that I might not have written down, just let me know. But I'm kind of digressing, but I have so much available. They're now all officially retired unless your team is in the playoffs, and I will continue dyeing the teams that are in the playoffs throughout this season, the next 2 or 3 weeks, up until Super Bowl. So this one is Keep Pounding. This is the Panthers. This is the Bears. This is my team. But there's so many. I really should like turn this. Okay, so here is the beginning, like right here. That's the beginning, and then it's all of that row back there. It's like kind of crazy. So all of those are now retired. So if you wanted to get a team colorway, go get it now. Right now, I have an automatic coupon code promo that if you buy one team colorway, you get the second one 25% off. So it's a really good deal, and it's a great way to stock up for next fall. And also get the team colors. If your team's still in the playoffs, get your team colors at a little bit of a deal. So I just wanted to let you guys know that before I signed off on the whole podcast. So thanks, guys. So I know I owe you guys a whole bunch of winners for all of the knit-alongs that were going on. I think I stopped announcing them in September. So September through December, I have all of these winners, and I already have them picked too. It's crazy. I just never announced them because I stopped doing the podcast. So I have all of those. I'm going to put a slideshow at the end of this YouTube video with all the winners, their photos and their names. So if you see your photo, contact me. Do not wait to pick out what yarn you'd like. Just send me an email saying, hey, I won. I would like to claim my prize. And I will go ahead and email you exactly what your prize is and everything that you need. So don't worry about picking anything. Just shoot me a quick email. My email address is contact@lolodidit.com. I'll put it down here at the bottom. And I'll put it at the end of the slideshow as well, just in case you need more instructions. And speaking of knit-alongs, we have the Hippo for holidays 2019. The Yeti goes to 2019 knit-alongs that are already announced. It's on my website. So if you go to my website, www.lolodidit.com, scroll all the way down to the bottom, and it says knit-alongs in a link, and it's right there, so you can't miss it. If you participated in the 2018 knit-along, there are instructions on how to submit your very final photo and how to claim your prize. Everybody who participated in the 2018 knit-along is getting a special exclusive 2018 Hippo for holidays, so which is really exciting. That will ship by February 28th. So get your submissions in. If you participated, make sure to submit it. So thank you guys so much. I will talk to you next week, and I hope you have an awesome weekend.